welcome to Man That's Cooking. In this video, we're going to show you how to make Chick-Fil-A style breakfast burritos. Alright, so Man here is going to try to make the equivalent of a Chick-Fil-A breakfast burrito using common grocery store purchased items. And then at the end, we're going to go to Chick-fil-A and grab a breakfast burrito and do a comparison. Alright, so first you want to air fry a 24-ounce bag of just bare, lightly breaded chicken breast bites. These are pretty much the closest that you're going to get from the grocery store. So best suggestion here is to cook it at a half bag at a time, and then cook it for 7 minutes at 360, shake them up, and then cook for another 7 minutes. And then go ahead and cut them into smaller pieces. Put the pieces into a bowl and cover that bowl with aluminum foil just to keep things warm. And after you do that, just repeat the process for the other half of the bag. Now, if you're a cowboy, you can go ahead and cook the entire bag of chicken nuggets at the same time. Hopefully that works out great for you in your air fryer, but everyone's air fryer is different these days. Results may vary. Alright, now we're going to do a similar thing with crispy crowns. This is a 30-ounce bag, and we're only going to cook half of these. And pretty much the same process. Going to cook 7 minutes, 360, flip them around. That's just I don't know, maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't, but it looks good, right? And then go ahead and cook for the final 7 minutes and cut these in about thirds, halves or thirds. Just break them down, you don't want them whole. And just like with the chicken bites, you want to cover this with aluminum foil to keep it warm while we cook the rest of the breakfast burritos. So next step, you want to crack 12 eggs into a large bowl, and what you see here is a dark cup, and that helps to actually look and see if there's any shells, because you know what, unless you're a chef that's cooking with eggs every day, maybe your egg cracking technique might have some flaws to it. So you want to just, make it easy on yourself and crack the eggs into a dark cup so you can pick out easily any shells. That's so much easier doing it from a small cup than from a large bowl filled with a bunch of eggs. So yeah, try this technique. It'll save you extra crunch from your burritos. Unnecessary crunch. Alright, so the next step is to use a whisk and go ahead and break down these yolks and mix the eggs together just like this. Next, we're going to add a half cup of half and half. And if you want to get your eggs even fluffier, add a little bit more half and half. You can also use milk if you don't have half and half. Just anything dairy except for buttermilk. Don't use that. Okay, it's time to cook the eggs, and we're going to work this in 2 batches, and you can go ahead and cook your scrambled eggs the way you like it. What we're doing here is just simply using a silicone spatula and drawing the eggs down from the sides of a pan that's on medium heat. So if you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself, wow, this is a terrible way of making scrambled eggs, hey, let us know in the comments section why your way of making scrambled eggs is awesome. So while man's busy cooking eggs, there's a few things about this recipe to point out. First things first, we don't know what the recipe is. We're just winging it. Second, you're never going to beat the flavor of Chick-fil-A chicken. Shout out to Chick-fil-A. Can't beat it. So buying the suggested chicken strips and bites that we have in this recipe is close, But if you really want to take it to the next level, you can go to Chick-fil-A and buy a bunch of nuggets or strips and incorporate that into your breakfast burrito. But now let's be honest, that's like if you're at Chick-fil-A, why not buy a bunch of burritos, right? Well, first of all, they're pretty expensive compared to what you can spend making them yourself. But that's just a little bit of a tip there. If you want that true Chick-fil-A flavor, grab some tenders next time you're at Chick-fil-A, incorporate them into your breakfast burritos, and you're going to be even closer than this recipe here. Alright, we're going to use two different size shells. We just kind of guessed at what to buy. So first thing was a 8-inch and then a 10-inch shell. And we're going to try both sizes and just warm them up in a pan just to make them more flexible. And then we're going to fill them up with the egg, chicken, and crispy crowns stuffing. So with this recipe, you should end up with about 8 to 10 or so burritos. And that's plenty to have a couple fresh and then freeze the rest for later. Alright, it is time to assemble the first breakfast burrito. So let's start with the large 10-inch tortilla and load it up with some eggs. And then for a cheese, we're using this pre-shredded Colby Jack. Really don't know if that's what they use, Chick-fil-A. This is all educated guesses. Next, we're going to add the crispy crowns and then the chicken bites. Alright, so just roll it up and then wrap it in a single serve piece of foil, just like this. Alright, next we're going to do the smaller shell. This is the 8-inch shell, and we'll see how much we can fit into this. Of course, it's not going to be as much, but we're going to go with the same ingredients, and this will be a little mini snack burrito, basically. So if you work at Chick-fil-A and you're watching this, maybe you're laughing like, ha, this is not how we do it. Hit us up in the comments section. Let us know how it's done, because this has all been a giant guess just for fun, just to see what we could pull off. And why not? I mean, these breakfast burritos are delicious. They're a great combination, great way to start your day, better than some other fast food chains that won't be named. Alright, so let's do some comparisons with Chick-fil-A's actual breakfast burrito.
Judgment Day.
Behold the Chick-fil-A breakfast burrito. Alright, so the shell's a little sticky. I mean, it's been in the car for about 20 minutes to get here for this showdown. And let's cut inside and compare. First up, Man That's Cooking Burrito made from memory of Chick-fil-A. There we go. All right, interesting. Let's go for the Chick-fil-A. That tortilla's looking a little hurting. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Burrito, I'm in love with you. Hey, you're alright though.
All right, so we got quite a difference visually. Look at the thickness of the egg. You've got a lot lighter color there, so they probably have more cream and milk and dairy in theirs. Here, not enough egg, not enough chicken. Again, they totally stuffed theirs, and this is a little anemic, and certainly not the same dairy content in the eggs as Chick-fil-A has. So what's important is the taste. And you're never going to replicate Chick-fil-A chicken flavor. But these burritos, Man That's Cooking recipe, it's not bad. It's close. Now the next important thing, of course, if you're into this, the jalapeno salsa. Where do you get this? What's closest to it? Well, it's Mateo's salsa, which you can find on the interwebs, the Amazons. Mateo's is saltier, but it is close. So you don't have to struggle to go out of your way to save a bunch of salsa packets each visit to Chick-fil-A. You can just buy this online and you're good to go. And the taste test is underway. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Man likes it. So hey, this was not intended to be an identical copy recipe. This was just for fun. Hope you like it, and why not try it at home and let us know what you think in the comment section. Click like, click subscribe, check us out on Facebook, check us out at manthat'scooking.com. We've got plenty of other recipes waiting for you to watch.